me tell you about an actual real situation involving people I've actually interviewed. Okay? The Migos. Migos were in Texas outside playing a dice game with a bunch of, Houston guys. The game started to get heated. I think someone had, blamed someone else for cheating or whatever. So an argument starts to kind of escalate a little bit, and you see the Migos security pull out his gun. Shortly afterwards, the other guys pull out their gun, a shooting breaks out, and Takeoff dies.
Okay, yeah.
Had that gun, if their security hadn't pulled out that gun first to try to chill shit out, none of this would have probably happened, and Takeoff would still be alive doing music. I'm just saying, you take out a gun with people who have guns already, like, you're risking death in that situation.
Yeah, that was a stupid thing for that guy to do that and not.
But this is what happens when you pull out guns without actually shooting them. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, my whole thing is like,
believe me, more situations.
Everyone's watching this.
Yeah.
When you guys see me, if I pull out my gun, that's it. I'm shooting. I'm not shooting in the air. I'm not gonna hold it sideways and wave it around.
Bloodthirsty?
Tell people how tough I am. I'm pulling out a gun and I'm gonna try to kill you. That's the only reason I would ever pull out a gun. That's just me.
Yeah,
that's just me.
I would encourage
Otherwise,
you to.
I won't pull out the gun. I'll keep it on me.
I would encourage you not to say that on your CCW form.
Okay.
Well, please don't say that.
That's the only reason to actually pull out a gun.
No.
They tell you, well, when we give you this concealed carry permit, when things get heated, just pull it out and wave it around. Because that'll de-escalate things.
No,
Do you think that's going to be part of the training?
You're going a little too far with that.
I always go too far.
Do a little too much.
This is who I am.
Because hopefully, I mean, when if somebody's at the other end of that barrel, you're about to take a human life. And so there is a certain moment where you can say, let me see your hands, you could do this, or, you've done this or whatever, you've broken in, I consider you a threat, you better sit your ass down.
I'm not doing all that.
Well,
I'm just shooting. I'm just shooting at that point because I feel at the point I pull out, I have no other choices.
No.
I have no other choices. I feel that my life is in such a listen. I've been through. I talked about the home invasion. I've been through near-death situations. I thought I killed someone. I understand what it's like to protect my life.
When you get educated with it, I'm sure you're going to change your
maybe.
because you can spend a lot of your life in prison. Based on that thinking, because you have to account for your actions.
Listen,
and you saying, somebody like, you know how many people are in prison today because somebody broke into their house and they just shot them?
Listen, I dealt with a home invasion. This guy jumped in and attacked me, and I thought I killed him. I went outside with the police. They say, what happened? I described what happened. I'm like, I don't know whether he's alive or dead, but I thought he was dead when I walked out of the room, and they were like, they talked to the girl. She confirmed he broke into the house. He doesn't live there. He attacked me, whatever. They didn't even ask for my driver's license. They were like, okay, self-defense. Have a nice day. I was never charged. He was charged. Ultimately, he got probation because I never, pressed charge. Well, I never showed up to court. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
but the whole thing,
in California, man.
It was self-defense. This guy broke in my house. He attacked me first, and I did what I had to do to get out, and I'd do it again. And if I had a pistol that night, I would have blown his head off. And I think I would have walked away from it.
Yeah, you have the whole state of California against you.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
I'll take that. And let me tell you, at that moment, I truly felt like he was going to kill me. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, some crazy person jumps in and attacks me in the middle of the night who I've never met before because I clearly was fucking his ex-girl. Like, I felt that, and he told me, he said, are you ready to die? I felt like, okay, I'm going to die tonight unless I do something extreme. Unless I go all out and I do not care about what the repercussions are. I'm simply protecting my life at this moment, and I would do it again. If I had a knife in my pocket, I'd stab him in the neck. Ultimately, something else happened, and he survived. But if I had a gun, I would have blown his head off. I am protecting my life during a home invasion.
I hear you. But
you see what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't pull out a knife and wave it around. It's already started. It's already began. At the point where I wouldn't pull out a gun because someone said they want to fight me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll lose a fight. That's fine. But at the point where someone's like, I feel that my life is truly in danger. I have to make a split second
decision. You can say it about
decision.
8 more times. I get it, man. Like I'm saying.
No, but I feel passionately about it because I went through some shit. I've never been in a shootout, but I've been in a near murder situation.
What I'm telling you is like you got to be very about taking somebody's life.
Yeah.
You really have to. You have to really think about what you're stepping into.
Let me tell you. When I walked out of that room. After I thought I had killed him, I thought he was dead. I thought there was a corpse in the room. My first thought was good riddance. Didn't care. Didn't give a fuck.
I get
I'm like, fuck this guy. Yeah, this guy jumped in, attacked me, threatened to kill me. I don't feel bad at all if he dies.
Yeah, I'm
not at all.
I'm picturing everything you're saying like this. Just so you know.
Okay.
You know, all I'm trying to educate you into. It's very careful. You got to be very careful what you say, and because you could be saying all of that and it could mean nothing because of your intention. You say, when you pull that trigger. Yeah. There's going to be people educated and who really will get you to, say things in a way where, oh, was there any other options? Oh, well, I could have. You're gone.
I know.
You know what I mean? You're gone. So that's all I'm saying. Is like there are cases where you should be able to chill some shit out, right? And without taking that life, because if you have that power that they're giving you, that's the attitude they want. Not, If I had a chance, I would have stabbed him in the neck. You know what I'm saying? Because that sounds like...
In self-defense, after someone breaks him out, in a home I'm staying at and says, "Are you ready to die?" Yeah, I would do that if I had a knife on me.
Yeah, but
he was pretending like he had a weapon on him. He's telling me, the words came out his mouth as he's staring at me face to face and said, "Are you ready to die?"
I get it.
He said, "I just got out of prison. I don't give a fuck."
I overstand.
He was lying about that part. He actually had never been to prison, but he was pretending to be this ex-con murderer,
you be saying
killer.
All of that shit behind bars, brother. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, anyways, we'll just finish off this segment.
Okay.
I am truly happy A$AP Rocky
Me too.
got out. I'm a fan of his
brother,
music.
Good brother.
I'm a fan of his overall, aura. I'm happy that I've always said how happy I was to see him and Rihanna together. They have 2 kids. Rihanna showing up to court, I'm sure helped as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. Rihanna's the biggest star in the world, almost.
I love
you could
that.
say. Their lawyer. My whole thing though was, and I'll still say it today, that even knowing what happened in the trial, I would still have taken a 6-month plea deal. Because I felt that gambling with 24 years, and actually at the end, the DA requested 10 to 12 years, which is still an insane amount of time. If you're telling me, okay, 10 to 12 years, potentially, if the jury goes a certain type of way, there's a victim who's testifying against me, who's pointing the finger at me and saying I'm the shooter, and all I got to do is 6 months, and in the state is really going to be 3 months because of the overcrowding, I would just do that time and wash my hands of it.
I admire that brother. I praise him, and I would have done the same thing as he did.
Oh, so you would have taken it to trial?
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen. I'm happy. I'm happy he's out.
Me too.
I'm happy he's out. Shout out to Rocky. Maybe he'll go make another baby with Rihanna now to celebrate.
I love those people, man. I love what they mean and what they.
I think like Spike Lee actually said he was happy the jury voted because now I guess they have a movie that A$AP Rocky's in that they can start promoting.
I wish them all the best.
And so forth, man. A$AP Rocky's free. I'm happy, and I don't want people to think that somehow I'm not happy, but I will still say I still think he should have taken the plea deal.
Yeah, I know.
Now in retrospect, he's better off without it, but with the information at that time,
that's some good old-fashioned integrity that ain't around very much.
Yeah.
And not saying that you don't have it. I'm just saying I love and embrace the fact that he did.